Okay, so far, okay. Okay, I kind of feel like an idiot now because I just recorded my entire intro with the camera facing the wrong way. So now I'm having to do it over again. Anyway, we are back at Sunbelt Ag Expo 2019 this time. Kind of deja vu of last year. I'm doing the intro in a Branson tractor again. Actually, I'll probably do it that way every year. But yeah, the weather is not the best. It's been off and on raining all morning, so I'm not sure how this is going to go, but I heard it was supposed to let up a little bit towards the afternoon, so hope so. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. So Sunbelt 2019, I hope you enjoy this. Probably going to be split into multiple parts, but either way, thanks for watching. Branson also features a line of what appears to be very small tractors, like little kid tractors almost. I don't really understand their scheme for painting the wheels either. Some of these tractors have red rims and some have like a whitish color. I don't understand that either. And this guy's been on the phone for like 20 minutes and he keeps looking at me, so I'm a bit concerned now. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have just noticed the mirrors on this tractor have writing in English and some other language. That's a first. The only downside to most of these compact tractors is that a lot of them don't have cabs, which in the early morning dew, or in this case rain, is not always the greatest thing. I just, for some reason, love the smell of new tractors, or, well, any tractor for that matter, but especially just the way new tractors smell. It's like a new car thing, but for farmers, if that makes any sense. This tractor is a bit different than the Mahindras I've normally seen. Although maybe that's just me, but I've never seen, this is a first, I've never seen like a flat panel like this. Normally the panel is more upright, kind of like this, but I've never seen one. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that happened to be the first thing I noticed. So yes, I know I'm probably going to get some grief in the well, nobody comments on my stuff anyway, but if they did, somebody's going to give me grief about this. It's pecan, okay? It's pecan. I just started a whole war of argument between somebody, but you're welcome. Definitely one of the bigger Mahindras I've ever seen. Alright, let's see what we got here. I always think of semis when I see gear shifts like these, honestly. Yeah, this is the panel I was talking about. You see how this panel is more like tilted up at you, whereas the other one was like flat back. I don't know if that's a new thing or just something that happened to be on that tractor, but so this is kind of the overview of Mahindra for this year. Most of these tractors don't have cabs, so this is not the greatest weather ever, but at least it's not hot. These tractors must not be from here because the speedometer, the standard is kilometers an hour and then the subunit is miles. Normally it's the other way around in America. Yeah, this one has the flat back panel too, and the really wide hood. So I don't know. I don't think it was just for that other tractor then. It may be a new thing they're doing. I don't know much about Mahindra tractors, so please forgive me. Now over at Coyote, basically lawnmowers, some more compact tractors, and a few larger ones towards the back over here. Looks like they redesigned the hood recently. Yeah, this view right here would be better if there wasn't rain on the thing. Anyway, so as far as compact tractors go, I don't know a whole lot about these companies, Branson, Mahindra, Kubota, Coyote. We're not at Kubota yet, they're down way over there, but if you tell me what your favorite brand of compact tractors is in the comments. I'd be interested to hear that. Okay, so I've basically just gone around, kind of looked at the compact tractor stations over here. So in a minute, I'm gonna be making my way that way towards the famous green and yellow that everybody is familiar with. And if you're not, then get out. No, I'm kidding. Stay, don't leave. I think that counts as the first weird look I've gotten for filming myself in a tractor. That should be a normal thing. Why are people so surprised by that? What the heck is that thing? I've never actually gotten to see a machine with LSWs in person, and now that I do, I realize just how big they actually are. Flotation tires, as they call them. They have a 8295 over here. They have them on display. You don't need that. Big old tires. They completely redid the layout since the last time I was here, but it looks good. They've got a lot of equipment out here today, which is, I mean, that's normal from John Deere. They always have like the biggest lot of equipment out here, but God, look at this thing. Look at this, it's the rake of death. Got the baby of the bunch, well, not the baby of the bunch, but one of the smaller ones in the bunch with the motor on the back. High crop tractor. I can see where it got its name. Super thin, super tall tires.
Mommy's gonna cry. I'm gonna cry.
Hopping up inside one of the big Deeres over here. I don't know why, but when it comes to Deere tractors, I always love just playing with this thing. And I don't even know why, I just do. This cab has an unbelievable amount of room in it. If you look at how far tractors have come since, you know, way back in the day, the cab, look at this. I'm stretching my arm almost all the way out to the back of the cab with the camera. And this is just, it's amazing.
Well, in Iowa, it's okay. It's been wet.
It is Cancer Awareness Month. That was creative. These tractors right here look almost minuscule.
You don't have a ticket, just talk to one of our
look at what's right next to
get you
them.
the Discover New Points of View ticket. The ticket is how you're going to win. It's your ticket to win.
This is the quick attach unit that comes on the modern combines and headers. They make it so that you can attach all the electrical wires and hydraulic lines in one go. with that handle right there. My grandpa's combine never had that, so we had to do every single one by hand. Copycats. The original one of those was painted red. Imitation is the highest degree of flattery, so they say. Because the last time I checked, that looks strikingly similar to its red cousin. Apparently they like to hide the straw spreaders now. In my grandpa's combine, they were just hanging off the back out in the open. The S790, if I'm not mistaken, it's the biggest combine they make. Alright, inside a brand new John Deere S790. I am going to have to make this quick because there's a line of people waiting. But I have to say this cab is extremely spacious, which I'm not used to. The combines I'm familiar with had cabs a lot smaller than this. These newer S-Series combines, they have a redone hydrostat, a new steering wheel, and they've done some different adjustments as far as the unloading auger goes. Alright, I'm gonna hop down now because there's some people waiting to come up. I always like doing this, so why not? That's how big the tires are on this combine. I can literally fit inside the tire. Another one of these sitting in the John Deere booth this year, and I don't know why, because last time I checked, that ain't green. That's how tall sprayers are, to be able to climb over crops that are growing in the fields. I'm 6 foot tall, and I'm literally standing underneath this sprayer. I'm not having to squat or anything. I've seen a lot of things, but I don't think I've ever seen a traffic cone on the end of a sprayer boom. That's gotta be a first. You see how skinny this sprayer is behind me? The wheel's all tucked in next to it. It's like it's trying to be as skinny as possible. Must be British. I'm kidding, chill. This is one of the smaller sprayers offered by John Deere. The R4000 series. I had to double check. You can tell when I was over there at the traffic cone on the end of the boom, which I still have a laugh at, but I guess it does the job. Anyway, I could tell standing over there that the sprayer was definitely smaller than the rest. This sprayer also featuring the redesigned control handle that you're seeing. You see these now in the new S-Series combines, the new R-Series and M-Series tractors, and apparently now sprayers too. This is one thing I kind of like about Deere hydrostatic vehicles, whereas instead of just having a forward and then over for reverse, there's actually a neutral slot, so you know for certain that if it ain't over here, it's going to be moving somewhere, which I think is pretty good. I've never gotten the chance to drive a sprayer myself, but good lord, I'd have to look at this for a minute and figure out what everything does to be able to do this well. Let's go have a look at this one. The way this sprayer is designed, they have the engine on the very back, which some companies do, some don't. But the tank, there's a pathway here between the tank and the engine, and there's walkways with rails, so you can literally walk all over this sprayer to get to any spot that you may need. Nice overview of the entire John Deere booth here today. There's a lot more stuff behind the white tent that you can't see, but you do get a good view of that. I would just like to take a second to admire how utterly big this cab is. I'm stretching my arm all the way out. That's how big this sprayer is. And I don't even know how to say the name. Hello. I don't even know how to say the name right, honestly. Hagie. Hagie, I don't know. I could honestly just hang around the John Deere place all day. Seriously though, I could. I just climbed into a skid steer, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never had to operate one of these things, but if I did, it probably wouldn't go well. Because, well, let's just be honest, it's me. It would probably not end well. I think if I got in a discussion with the Deere guy about combines, I literally could be here all day. Random note, these are the exact same air vents that were in my grandpa's combine. So I've come up top to this sort of balcony thing that Deere has where you can stand up top and they have binoculars and you can look out across, not quite the entire expo, but you can see for a good ways. I think the best view is this combine back behind me over there. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Oh, it worked. I can now film whoever gets into the combine. Be cat or not, you have to admit that is some clean grain. Now there has been something that I've been pretty eager to show you guys, and if you've been watching carefully earlier, you might have seen it. This was probably the last thing I expected to find here. I never thought I would actually find one of these at the expo, but I have. I've seen these JCBs on YouTube. I've heard about them. I've heard about their strength and road travel speed and stuff like that, and I've used them on FS, but I've never actually gotten the chance to see one in person and sit in it and take a look at everything. Because as far as I was aware, these tractors were pretty much only in Europe, or well, they weren't here at least. I had never thought I'd see one of these come to South Georgia, but apparently I was wrong. They're here now, and I was quite eager to come look at this thing. You may have seen it when I was at the Deere booth if you watched carefully enough. Across. Apparently this is a diagram of, I guess, what this does. So let's see if I can comprehend this here. So if you push it forward, it does, but you can't push it forward and right at the same time. Or maybe, wait a minute, maybe that's for this. Okay, I bet that's for, that diagram is for these. Okay, well then in that case I have no clue what this does, because there's, I don't know, JCBs are a little confusing to me, but either way, it was good to find this here. Behind me over there a bit is a lot of skid steer and construction equipment from Caterpillar.